I imagine by the time you guys see this, it's 3:56, but right now, 3:57. Hey guys, it's Heather, the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? Sorry, my hair probably looks crazy. I know I usually just wear it down for videos, but I mean, it looks messy, I'm sure, but it was like getting in my way and annoying me, so I just put it in braids. But anyway, today is Monday. I keep wanting to call it Sunday because of my Sunday being an awesomely busy day that I'm about to tell you about. But today is Monday, November 8th, I believe, 2021. And this isn't quite a podcast because I have no actual crocheting done to show you. I haven't really been working on actual crocheting. I have a yarn haul, which is going to be in the name of this video, I'm sure. And it's a bit bloggy, vloggy life stuff to tell you about. Which one should we do first? How about I show you the yarn in case that's what you're here for, and we get the fibery goodness stuff out of the way. And then, not out of the way, because I mean, that's awesome too. But I'm excited to tell you about my weekend. So, or at least about my Sunday. My Saturday, and if you consider Friday weekend, was just working. So that part wasn't very exciting. But my Sunday was pretty awesome. But I got in the mail today, which I thought was odd at first because I keep thinking it's Sunday. I got this lovely package from the Wool Warehouse. Finally got my order. It's not a huge package. A lot of times Wool Warehouse comes to my mailbox instead of like UPS, or USPS is mailbox. So instead of like UPS or FedEx or anything like that, it's USPS. So it comes to my mailbox. And if it's a bigger order, they'll split it into like 2 bags because they will literally like shove it in my mailbox. But this one is like it's one of the smaller bags, but it's full enough, so they've actually put it on my doorstep this time. So we're gonna open it. And some of the stuff, if you followed along in my Vlogtober, you'll already know what I ordered. And then I ordered at least one other yarn that was kind of like a surprise yarn that I didn't like need to complete a project, that I just really, really wanted. And I hope that it's everything that I hoped it would be. And at least 1 or maybe 2 are yarns that I wanted to like complete a collection that I have going. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna try to pull it out because it comes in a like the name escapes me at this exact moment, but the pretty like mesh fibery bags. I know the name of the bags. Anyway, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. You guys don't have to tell me. You can if you want, of course, in the comments. But I do know the name of it. But right now, it just literally escapes me. Let me see if it happens to tell on here. But it does not. That's okay. But anywho, it comes in the, you know, the pretty organza bags. This stuff is so pretty, but I did not, and oh my gosh, that is everything I hoped it would be. Okay, so let's dig into this. So, what I got that I needed to complete a project from was this absolutely gorgeous King Cole Drifter DK. Yeah, Drifter, well, King Cole Drifter Super Soft Double Knit is what it's actually called. There we go. And this is in the color Boston. And if you recall, I have, like if you watched my Vlogtobers, I have this really gorgeous Calypso shawl that I started that is quite large. It would be large enough, but you know me. And since these are totally my colors, and this made the most beautiful shawl. Like, I knew it was a beautiful yarn, and I knew whatever I made it into was going to be really pretty, but this is gorgeous. So I wanted to show you guys this. again, just so you can see what I'm working with here and so you understand why I completely want to keep this one. So when I start selling off my shawls, I doubt this is going to be in it. But look at this. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm not bragging because I made this, because honestly, I feel like anyone who may make this yarn alone is doing the work, not me, but this looks like a piece of art, like, to me. It's so pretty. I definitely, you can tell like where there are breaks in the color and stuff. I didn't do any color controlling, so it was all the yarn. It wasn't me. It's just the yarn and the pattern that did all of this like magic. And it makes like a lacy, lightweight shawl because it's DK yarn, and it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It does look like one of the moths that somebody sent me a picture of in my email, just because it reminded them of some moths that they found, and it does. It's just beautiful. And it is nice and big already. It definitely goes like over my shoulders, but I would like it to be like way around since it's lightweight especially. So I can just like wrap up in it and be really cozy, because I'm all about coziness, you know? So, and since I'm not selling it off, it isn't going to be something that's like super oversized for somebody else. It's going to be oversized for me. So that's fine. But yeah, so I got 2 of these, and a bit about it, if I can find it. This is 25% cotton, 6% wool, and 69% premium acrylic. Each one of these is approximately 329 yards, which is 300 meters. Each ball of this is 100 grams, and it is in accordance with BS 984, just so you know. It is made in Turkey under license for King Cole Limited, Skipton, UK. Suggested needle size for knitters is 4mm, which is a US 6. It does not list a suggested crochet hook size. I am using an eye hook for my project. And yeah, it's just got these beautiful tones. There are 2 tones of gray and 2 different tones of brown. And it's gorgeous. And of course there's white. There are actual like speckles of white that run through it. And then like actual white stripy speckles, I mean. And then there's speckle like marring that run through the actual colors all the way through it too. It's a simply gorgeous color. I need this yarn in my life. I am trying to just add these 2 colors to the ball or to the shawl and not have leftover yarn, because I was pretty tempted to buy like 6 or 8 more balls of it just to be able to make something else. But I figure when I work through my yarn, if I really want to make something else, I'll buy more then. But I'm trying to work through my yarn right now. The other thing that I got to complete a project, and I did not bring it in here with me, but I am making, also if you've watched my Vlogtober videos, I'm making a fiber spider shawl, maybe it's called the Dancing Ripple shawl, I want to say. And it's working up really beautifully. And this yarn kind of reminds me of a cookie yarn from Hobie Yarns. But this is Jewel Spun by Sirdar. And unless this is like a different label, which it looks the same to me, it is a different label. So when I got it at the LYS store that I go to, that only had a shade number on it, which it is shade 847. And when I looked it up, I made sure that on the website for the Wool Warehouse, it was shade 847, but the name of it is Midnight Fjords, which that is on this label. On my other labels, it only says shade 847. But so that is this color, and it is, as the name implies, it is a beautiful jewel tone mixture of warms and cool colors. If you really get into it, there is more like green in here and everything. I wish I'd brought the shawl in to show you, but I will definitely show you. Probably my next video will end up being a podcast. So, or or something. I don't know, but it'll probably have the shawl in it anyway, most likely, unless it's like a whip weekend video or something like that. It'll pop up soon anyway. But this big ball of lusciousness is, like I said, it's Sirdar. It's jewel spun Aran. It is 200 grams, 500 meters, which is approximately 546 yards. Let's see what info we can get here. 100% acrylic. I already told you the shade. Let's see. Machine washable. Wash dark colors separately, dry flat. Suggested needle size is a USA 8 5mm. Suggested crochet hook size is an H. And I don't see where this one was made unless it's way hidden in here, but I think the writing ends. So that's the info I got for you. But I have 2 other balls of this, and this is my 3rd one because the pattern is a bit of a yarn eater. And I guess I could have picked a different pattern, but like that pattern just seemed really right for this yarn. So I wanted to make sure I had enough, and I suppose I could, if I do need, could always get another one as long as they're in stock. When I first was starting this order and debating on how many of these to get at Wool Warehouse, this was out of stock. And then when I was like, no, I'm going to get 2, that's what I'm going to get to add to the shawl, this was back in stock. So it made my decision for me, and I was like, I'm just going to get 1 more. And if I absolutely have to, I will get another one at a later date, kind of like I did with these for the Calypso shawl with the King Cole DK. So I got 1 more of those. Then that was all of my project yarn. And for those of you that may or may not know, I am totally in love with a yarn that Michaels used to have that was called Loops and Thread Colors. And it was quite a hefty skein of yarn. I forget right now how much yardage was in it, but it was bigger than what I'm about to show you. But it is discontinued. It wasn't even, like some people I saw pictures where it was on shelves in their Michaels, and even in my bigger Michaels store, it was never in stock here. It was online. And at the time I had bought 1 of each of the colors, which they had quite a few colors. And then of my favorites, I bought some extra of them to make bigger things. But I loved them. They were 100% acrylic. The color changes in them were just beautiful. So some of them I only have 1 of. I wish I had more of them. Dearly wish I had. I wish Michaels would bring them back, or I could just find more of them. But I'm like a eBay searcher a lot of times, and I haven't even found any of them on eBay. Like I hadn't when I was looking, I should say. But I think I found like 1, but it was like a crazy price, so I was not getting that. But anyway, and then I found it. They're like kind of like Red Heart Unforgettable. They don't quite have the halo that it has, and they don't have all the same colors or anything like that. But they're similar. And there's more like yardage and stuff to it, but it's like the same, like it's 100% acrylic and stuff like that. It's got the color changes similar and things like that. But then I found, I know I'm going to say the name wrong, but Shipshe's Wanderlust. And these babies are very similar. Most of the Wanderlust colors are the same. There are a few differences where the Loops and Thread colors have a few that Wanderlust doesn't, and Wanderlust has a few that the Loops and Thread colors doesn't. But there is, I want to say like 18 different colors of the Wanderlust, and at any given time there's like 2 to 4 shades of them that are out on the Wool Warehouse website anyway. And I had all of them but like 4, I think, and now I have all of them but 1 or 2. I like took a screenshot and have a little checklist, and I'm missing 1 or 2 now. But this one is the color Las Vegas. And if you get into them too, there's more usually. Yeah, there is more than just this. Like, see if you get into it. There's orange and blue. It's a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous yarn. I love it so much. It is 100% acrylic. And what else is on this one? I believe, if I remember right, this one is the label that didn't have a lot of information on it. It's 232 meters, which is 100 grams. It is in another language. They do have like their Instagram and Facebook and stuff information on it. There is a size 4 suggestion for both needle and crochet hook, and there are care instructions on it. So that is the information that is on the label, and that is about it. So there's the logo name takes up quite a bit of it, and then there's the barcode on the back. But this one is in the color Las Vegas, and then I want to say I am missing Chicago. Am I missing Chicago? I might be wrong about that. Anyway, so I picked this one up because it was one that I'm missing. And then some of them that I just super, super love. I picked up these 3, which I want to make sure they're all the same. I believe they are. They are, because they're spun differently also. So you see what I mean? These 2 look far more similar, right, than this one does. But that's why I say if you get into the middle of, like if you get into the middle of this one, it's going to look like these. But these 3 are the color Bangkok, and I do have one of these already, but I was thinking how gorgeous of like a shawl or something would these be? Or even like simple squares for a blanket or hat and scarf set. How gorgeous. These would make gorgeous anything. I love them so much. I really like all of the colors of the Shipshe's Wanderlust. Like I would say this is one of my favorite yarns. I like it a lot. So, yeah, see, inside of there looks a lot like the outside of this one. So that is the color Bangkok. So I got 3 of those. And then the last thing I got, which I did get multiples of, it looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That sounds like me. And I have been dying to find this for the longest time, and then like, you know, kind of like I'd see it and I'd want it so bad and then kind of forget about it because I hadn't gotten it, and then want it so bad when I saw it again and then kind of forget about it. You know the drill, right? But I got Stylecraft Cabaret double knitting yarn in the color Rainforest. Look at this. Look at this yarn, you guys. And that is definitely sparkle, and it is definitely picking up on my camera. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So gorgeous. And it's like this dark toned rainbow. Oh, this stuff looks to me like the ice yarn that is really popular, the Magic Glitz yarn that they started putting in cake form, but it used to come in skeins that everybody really liked. And ooh, I got a complimentary hair with my I'm gonna pretend that was mine. Anyway, so pretty. This has to be something gorgeous. Like, I know I'm going to end up hoarding it until I find the right pattern that speaks to me for it. And I'm going to try to hold all of these up together before... This is the last of my yarn haul, by the way. Then I'm going to tell you about my weekend, or at least about my Sunday. Let me tell you about the yarn before I hold them all up together. How about that? I already told you it's the shade Rainforest. This is 98%. You want to look at one while I'm reading it to you? There we go. 98% premium acrylic, 2% polyester, which would, I'm assuming, be the sparkle in it. And it is like a multi-tone sparkle, too. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera. Yeah, it kind of is. See that different colored glitter? Oh my god, that is so gorgeous. It is approximately 230 meters, which is 251 yards. It is 100 grams in accordance with BS 984, 1990. Made for Stylecraft, under license in Turkey. You can cool iron it. It is machine washable, cool tumble dryable. You may dry clean it. It is suggested needle size for knitters, a US 6, and for crocheters, a US 6, which is a G hook. Okay. Really? Oh, because I go by millimeters. It's 4 millimeter. I was thinking 6 millimeter G hook. That's not right. Anyway, and I probably would not use a G hook with it. Like, I guess it depends on the project, but I'd probably end up making this a shawl, which means it'll probably end up being a looser stitch, which means it'll probably be more like an I hook, like it might be an H hook. But it is a DK weight yarn, which I agree with. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And there's quite a few colors of this, if I remember right, but like dark rainbow, that really, really speaks to me. Like, oh, look at like that right there. That's just gorgeous. It's so pretty. Okay. Oh, it's funny how my tastes either go from like what I'm showing you with this or this. Like, these are my two favorites. Like, I like everything. It's so weird, I know, but look at, it's a handful of rainbow. How pretty is this? Oh, it's so pretty. But yeah, I had to have that finally, because I was like, I'm doing a rather small order, but like at the same time, I wanted to make my shipping worth it. And, so I decided to like do that instead of throwing in multiples of something like that. I didn't need the other stuff to finish the project, and I didn't need it to sit around until I found a new project when I could have this as a completely different new project, and it's something that I've wanted for so long. So I talked myself into this instead. And it wasn't really hard to talk myself into it, to be fully honest. So like, that's what I ended up with, and I'm not sorry. I love it so much. I love it so much. So hopefully, I'm very inspired to finish up that Calypso shawl. But then I have that like secret thing that I can't show you guys on camera. It's a Yule gift. So I need to get that going. Like when I say I haven't been crocheting, I haven't been even crocheting that. Like I haven't been doing anything, and I need to get with my game and get it done. I have been, I'll tell you what I have been doing while I'm packing this away. I have been, you know that I am also very into like fanfic, especially Stranger Things. For anybody that does writing or reading, not even necessarily a fanfic, but just writing like your own stories or reading original stories. If you've ever heard of, hopefully I'm saying this right, if you've ever heard of NaNoWriMo, it is National November Writing Month, I think is what it's called. NaNoWriMo, I think is what. And you can Google that. There's a whole website. They talk all about it. You can, if you wanted to participate with it, and you don't have to do this to participate, but you can sign up on their website, which will come up when you Google it. And you can track like your progress with it. And like, there's no shame if you don't finish it. That's fine. But it's just like a goal kind of thing. But if you start November 1st, the goal is by November 30th to have a 50,000 word story. And I had been wanting to write some additional fanfic to kind of fill out what I've already written for my Stranger Things stuff. So I have started writing, and for NaNoWriMo started writing. So my goal is to have at least a 50,000 word Stranger Things fanfic by the end of it, by the end of November. So besides work, that has been taking up some of my time also. And I really need to get with the crocheting too. I need to find like I need a couple extra hours in the day because like to finish NaNoWriMo completely, you don't have to. I mean, you could do like 10,000 words in one day if you want to or whatever. Like if that's what you do, you do. But if you space it out through a whole, like per day, you could do 1,667 words a day and make your goal. My personal goal is 2,000 words a day because that way I'll finish early and have a little time, or I'll have a longer book, or I will have, if I have to skip a day like Sunday for the day I'm about to tell you about, I skipped that day writing and I'm still basically caught up because I've been doing 2,000 words a day. But that's been taking up some of my time anyway. And as of right now, I'm still pretty much on task as long as I write today also. But where was I going with that story as to why I'm doing it? I think I was just telling you that's been taking up my time, and I need to get on with like I said, my Yule gift especially, plus these other projects, plus my other videos, because like I don't want to like drop in videos. I don't want to like, hey, every day in October, and then you're not going to hear from me again until December when I start Vlogmas. I really hope the special thing that I had ordered comes for Vlogmas. Like, I don't want to tell you guys what it is in case it's not here. And it's supposed to have shipped already because it's coming from the UK, so that I have it by the 1st of December. I don't have a shipping notice for it, but they say that was supposed to ship the beginning of November. I'm just, I'm nervous about it, so I hope it gets here. Okay, well anyway. So Sunday, I started out by going to my friend's shop. I told you my friend Joe started up his comic shop. And it's not just comic, he has gaming supplies. He's the guy that I did all those dragon egg bags for so he could sell them in his shop. He has comic books, he has gaming supplies, he has like the pop figures. He's got like random kind of like toys, he's got action figures. It's your nerd store. He's got everything there. And I spied on the shelf my Stranger Things comic that I got. It's still in the package, so that's why there's a glare. But there was the Stranger Things comic, and it's actually number two of 4, and it's the adventure that they're on. I'm not going to be able to pronounce this, but it's the Tomb of Ibnwin. Okay, I'm done. I think I'm just saying it the same over and over again at this point. But yeah, so this is comic 2 of 4, and Joe ended up looking it up, and he ordered me number 1, and he pre-ordered number 3 and number 4, so I'm definitely getting them. I'm so excited, and I'm putting off reading this until I get number 1, which is hard. But so I got this on Sunday. I hope number 1 gets here soon because I'm very excited. I am nerding out. This is my nerd stuff. You guys know that already. So I'm really excited about that. And apparently there's a whole slew of, like, I have the graphic novels that I showed you guys that are like thicker. And I think there's like 6 or 8 of those. But apparently there's like a whole slew of just the regular thin comics that are like 4-book adventures. So like I need to crack on that and start looking them up. This is the first one of those I have besides that one that Damon got me that's just like a one of that was for free comic day. So I'm so excited. And I did flip through it. I wasn't going to read it, but I wanted to flip through and just look at the pictures. And this is like basically like a Mr. Clark adventure. So if you're familiar with the show, Mr. Clark is their science teacher. And like I super love him as another one. I like live for side characters. I don't know if you guys do when you watch TV shows, and I don't know if you watch Stranger Things, how much you like some of the side characters, but you all already probably know how much I love like Keith and Erica, but I also love Mr. Clark. So I am like super excited about this. So yeah, so my day started out like that. And I also had went to the store, went to Meijer's, and I bought a goodie bag full of my friend Andy's favorite things. My friend Andy, I am going to insert some pictures if I remember. maybe at the end of this video. So if you are curious what he looks like, what my friends look like, stay tuned at the end. I went to go see, finally, my friends in the band Like Machines, which is the other band. You know how I said I'm friends with the band Fozzy? I'm friends with these guys too. And I know they don't watch my videos, but it would be cool if they did. But my friends Andy and Tanner, and now I am friends with their newest drummer, David. Easy to remember the name, right? It's my husband. And we're all friends, and I think David and I will be good friends. He's such a very nice guy too. But I was going to see them last night, Sunday, and I missed Andy's birthday because I was going to a show then when I had gotten COVID. And ironically enough, I was going to say funny enough, but there's nothing funny about it. The whole band had gotten COVID and had to cancel their shows. So this was like their reschedulement, and I got to see them last night. So we're all healthy and COVID-free, and he got his birthday gift last night. And I basically put together like a tour, like a touring care package. So he got like some of his favorite treats and snacks and drinks and things like that, so he could take it on the road with him in the bus, and you know. And I bought a couple packages. I think I showed you guys that of his guitar strings that he uses, so he doesn't have to go get guitar strings, or he has some backup ones and that kind of thing. Just, you know, like a care package. And so we went to their show, and we had a really great time. And I actually made a new friend because I was in the front row with one of the pictures is going to show a little shorty, which is my friend Jenny, who I met like 3 years ago at their concert, because she super loves them too now. And she met me at the show in last night, and we all hung out and stuff, and so we took a big group picture. So there's like me, Jenny, David, and then the 3 guys from the band. And we met a new girl who ended up really liking them, so like we're friends on Facebook now, so we can hang out sometime, or like at the next concert meet up, which is cool, right? And I got their newest album. So if you're interested in checking out these guys, this is their newest album. It's called Supervillain. So like that's the name. The rest of the writing is their signatures, because they signed it for me last night too. But that is their new album. This is my friend Andy right here, actually. He's the lead singer and the guitarist for the band. He looks kind of crazy there, but he's a really sweet guy. Like they're all really sweet people. Oh, Tanner's on there too, actually. That's Tanner right there. So when you see him in the picture, Andy's all the way to one side and Tanner's all the way to the other, and then David is the other guy, and my husband David, you will probably recognize, is the one next to me, and then Jenny and me are in the picture. So I got that, and I got this long sleeve shirt. So there's some merch. And then I got this other, let me make sure there's nothing bad on this shirt. No, there's no nudity. We're good. I got this because she's a cyborg chick, and in their one video is called Like Machines, because she's like a cyborg girl. So I got that. Yeah. So we got that. And then I took my, if you've ever seen it in some of my videos, like when I used to be out in the other room before I got my craft room set up, my like beat up orange guitar that I really love, I took that with, and they signed that. And I've also gotten Fozzy to sign it, so now I'm going to send the little pickguard part that I can take off to my other favorite band, which is Stone Broken. They're in England, so I'm going to send that overseas to them, and they're going to sign it. So, because when I first met Like Machines and Stone Broken touring with Fozzy when I was hanging out with them for a bunch of shows on that specific tour, and they became my favorite other bands. So, like, their tour together was like my favorite tour like ever, because like aside from Bon Jovi, I absolutely like, that was my favorite tour. If you could have added Bon Jovi to that mix, it would have been like I died and went to heaven kind of favorite tour. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. They're not really the same. Like Bon Jovi's rock, but the other bands are more metal. So rock metal, you know, there's just a difference, I guess. I don't know. It could happen, I suppose. In my wildest dreams, it could happen, but never say never, right? But yeah, so all that happened and it was a really great time. And today's been like post concert, like after a big awesome concert, I always kind of like have a mellow depression down day because I always get so like high on adrenaline from shows. So yeah, I'm just chilling today. And I'm way off on days. I really keep thinking that I have tomorrow off and that today's only Sunday, and it's not, and I'm gonna be in for a real shock tomorrow. But anywho, that's all I got for you guys. So hopefully I work on something to actually show you next time. But thanks for letting me drone on. And yeah, if you like rock music, you should definitely check these guys out. You should check out Fozzy and Stone Broken also, but you should definitely check these guys out because I know for a fact they said they'll be touring again next year. Their last show, these guys' last show, finished up tonight. So as far as their tour, it is officially now over by the time you're seeing this, most likely. But they will be touring again at the beginning of 2022. So, and I'll be out seeing them. So it'll be a good time. You should definitely check them out if you like rock music. Anywho, I will talk to you later. I love you, and I will talk to you. I just said that. I will talk to you later anyway. Bye, guys.